And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Wait, that wide, 80! 58, come on! Keep it up. Hey, goal 66! Come on!
Play action, now it's Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. To throw, it's Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
72. Hey, second.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give right side. Cottrell, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. On play action, now Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. After 1, it's 9-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One left. Switch.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a play fake. Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now it's Edwards. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They run with Edwards, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.K. Dobbins, 77 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good. It cuts it to 2, 16-14 our score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Brady now on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On play action, it's Brady. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow...
They're coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Good-looking return set up here. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
One left. 49 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
One left.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
"35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Off the play fake. Brady. The open man is Westbrook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Cottrell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Scotty Miller There to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Edwards. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Cottrell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
36 power.
Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Roquan Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Paris Campbell, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Front left. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Touch 50.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Wilson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 13 yards out, and the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.